Oh my God, you just hate me, dude. Why are you making me watch this bullshit?
Yeah, I'd love to be a fisherman.
What, like a fly fisherman?
I'd be any type of fisherman. I think I would like to, one day I'd just like to end my days fishing.
Yeah, I mean, this guy is so forcing it. It's so hilarious. And his whole brand is gay, yet he never works out. Like, all you gotta do is work out.
Gays have the hottest bodies.
You should, yeah. Gays have hot bots.
Yeah.
And why are you a fat ass? Be on brand.
Welcome to Deep Waters.
Where are you going right now?
So they crank the 5G up and then we just all get shaken and baking microwave. I love it.
I didn't say that, you absolute moron.
There was no dinosaurs. Those were Nephilim giants from the Bible.
And Lucifer is in the Vatican?
Yes.
Oh, okay, got it.
I think space is probably like just a giant liquid. Build it up, seal the well. When it's about to collapse, release the gays.
Are you going to get the jab?
Never. Conspiracy Social Club, aka Deep Waters.
What's up with you?
Bring it. Well, I'm finally over my cold. I was bedridden for 3 days.
You do not sound like you're over.
Really?
Your cold. You sound like
Yeah,
shit.
I sound like I've been doing a lot.
Are we recording?
Yeah, you are.
Guys, we're in. We're in.
Okay.
Welcome to
Young
Conspiracy
Christian
Social
Warriors.
Club, aka Deep Waters. We're in it,
Yeah.
dude. Talking about today's a big day. Bringing the children back to the homeland.
What's that mean?
We're getting on a flight tonight with 2 4-year-olds.
Oh, got it. You
God
guys.
have mercy on our soul.
You guys are going to Israel. It's very unsafe.
No,
right
no,
now.
no. We're going to Cortland, New York.
Oh, got it. Got it.
The homeland.
The other homeland.
Yeah, the other homeland adjacent.
Yeah, yeah. You sound like you have a stoma. Is that what they're called?
What's a stoma?
What is it when those people when they
where
They
I look
sound
like I
like-
talk through a hole in my neck.
they sound like Jiminy Glick because they have emphysema.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you look up stoma?
Stoma, surgically made whole. Dude, I don't know how I pulled that out. I gotta say, I feel like absolute dick right now.
Why?
But tied one on last night. Had a couple of martinis.
You went real hard in the paint.
Went hard in the
What were you
paint.
celebrating?
Birthday dinner. Donna's red sauce. Woke up this morning. Was in a little bit of traffic. Almost shit my pants.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My favorite thing is when they shut down lanes of traffic for no reason. And then the problem with LA traffic isn't necessarily how many people there are, but it's the defensive drivers who are constantly in fear that F up the driving.
Oh, you have to be defensive on these roads. It's essentially like
Not me, dude. I'm offensive. I am moving the chains constantly. I'm deep ball going for it.
You are
in holes.
You're the 101 bell cow.
Yeah, that's what we are, dog.
Yeah.
I push it. I push base.
Well, when you're about to shit your pants in traffic, you really have to focus up and you have to not quit because shit your pants, I think we've talked about it before, is really just giving up.
Oh yeah.
There's really no excuse
Every
for you.
day, every time I have that moment where I'm like, oh, I got poop, I go, thank God I don't take it in the butt because this thing would be wrecked and it would be everywhere.
God, you sound so weird right now.
Right?
You sound like, you know who you sound like? God.
How's that? How's that?
It sounds great. Mrs. Doubtfire's best friend.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
You know that
That
guy?
old gay guy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Darling, you don't look like an old woman. Hey, I guess I wanted to thank the fans for participating in our poll that we posted on Instagram.
Yeah.
You can follow us at aka Deep Waters. I posed the question, is space fake and gay? And I think we're hovering at a couple hundred votes. 85% of you think space is in fact fake and gay.
Hey, will you do me a favor, Ryan? Will you look up when did they invent the ballpoint pen? What day is that?
I'm excited to see where this is going.
That was when the ballpoint pen was invented, huh? Wow.
October 30th, 1888.
All right. Anyways.
Rye, is the screen recording going? Okay.
Is it recording?
I have faith in the young man.
I do. I mean,
do.
there's been some colossal F-ups, but I'm really into it.
Yeah.
I'm really into it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a Japanese ceramic art. I don't know what it's called, but it really emphasizes that our beauty comes from our scars. Yeah. Our beauty comes from our bruises.
Yes.
And Ryan is a phoenix risen.
Yeah.
Sure, there have been some episodes where he's like, hey, I forgot to tell you, I didn't record that. And I'm like, wait, what? He's like,
what?
Yeah,
what?
no, I just didn't record that one.
Yeah, that was a weird. That was weird.
But
But just like you're just such an adorable little
stuffed
friend.
animal. It's
over there.
Kitsugi.
My favorite thing is that the
Look at this
the Japanese
stunning.
symbol for women. Have you ever looked at that? The Japanese symbol for women. It's also when you take a bunch of those symbols and you put it together. You take a bunch of Japanese symbols, you put it together, you take that symbol. If you look up for the Japanese symbol for noisy, it's like 3 of those symbols.
Well, you only have so many lines and swoops you can do. You know what I mean? Look at you.
All right, so what do you want to get into, buddy?
What do you want to get into, buddy?
There we go.
Before we jump into this, I just want to say, I was on Twitter this morning.
Stop bragging.
Biden is, I want Biden's job.
Yeah,
I want the current kind of president we have, which is just sit on the beach, suck down watermelon and hot dogs. I want his job.
Yeah, I mean,
he is not at work right
We're on
now.
the precipice of World War III. We got Venezuelan immigrants taking over apartment complexes, right? We got Gaza on fire, and he is just unbothered.
He's reading a John Grisham book on the beach
Yeah.
and sucking down.
Just
I don't know,
sitting
his
there.
ice cream. Yeah, he just loves ice cream.
The craziest part, he doesn't even know he's on the beach. He just does. It's like Weekend at Bernie's, dude.
Yeah.
They just sit him down with a book in his hand. He's just like, That's all he knows.
Yeah.
That's even better.
Yeah, no, I mean, thoughts and prayers.
To who?
I mean, it's sad, to think that you imagine sitting on a beach and having no idea where you are. I mean, that's, so thoughts and prayers
I
to the
think,
Biden
dude,
family.
you make it to 70 something, call it a day.
What do you mean?
Wrap
Call it
it
a
up.
day? Like assisted suicide?
No. Just pray
lower
the
the
Lord comes and
expectation.
shows you mercy. That's what I'm saying.
I think you're going to feel differently when you get to 70, which is right around the corner.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's very scary.
So go to samtripoli.com.
Go to samtripoli.com. I got Comedy Chaos. Just booked Louisville. I got to get that up. I need to do the road more, but
How
I'm
was
also
Long Beach?
kind of over. It was a fun, weird gig.
Yeah.
It
What
was
is
fun. It was weird.
What does
it
that
was in
mean?
some fucking restaurant with a nice stage. It's like, is this a comedy club or is this a fucking sushi restaurant? What is this?
Yeah.
And it was like a nice stage.
Yeah.
And it was the weirdest crowd and it was fun.
Yeah.
And then it was just, I had these guys, I did a doc on the Bach Saga. If you guys ever heard of the Bach Saga, it's this Finnish conspiracy.
I did a doc on the Bach Saga.
I did
was
a documentary
that
on the Bach Saga.
Okay.
I got interviewed for it, and then they wanted to come film me. I'm like, why'd you come to this gig?
Yeah.
It's at a sushi restaurant that feels like it's upstairs, but it's really in the basement.
Did you get some sushi?
Oh yeah, I crushed. And then it was just a funny ass night. There was these 2 gorgeous Mexican sisters.
Yeah, of
and they were
course.
with these 2 guys who all look like Grand Theft Auto crime bosses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? And one guy literally was a slumlord. He would buy houses and turn them into Section 8.
Right.
And he drives a Lamborghini. And these chicks totally didn't want to bang him because he's a slumlord.
Did they want you to?
I would stack them.
Yeah, I know, but
Start playing Price Right Punch Out, looking for cash and prizes.
Yeah.
It was a crazy night.
Well, I'm happy that it was fun. Speaking of that, what sounds to be a honeypot that could wind you hanging from your ankles in a shower.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, that interaction seems like you're like, okay, great. I'm going to have a threesome with these 2 girls while these slumlords watch. Fast forward an hour, you're Ethan Hawke at the end of training day. I mean, you're just in a shower and they're pointing a shotgun at your temple.
Yeah, 100%. And I didn't save anybody's life, so I'm done.
So you're done.
I'm done. I got
save
no Hail
anybody
Mary
in
pass.
an alley.
I got nothing.
But speaking of honeypots, we've got
Bro, this story is so nuts.
Pavel
It gets
Durov.
more and more nuts the deeper and deeper you dive into it.
So, okay, when I don't want to be, I don't know. A lot of people have these aspirations of wealth and status and
Yes.
stuff like that. It just seems to be so much more of a headache than it's worth.
I'm going to be honest with you. Like being a billionaire or a really successful comedian, both seems like a lot of drama and a lot of people coming for you, right? Like it just seems like you can't enjoy yourself, right? I mean, like,
Imagine living in a world where you're at a restaurant and some beautiful woman comes
not just
up to you,
beautiful, gorgeous.
gorgeous, says, "Hi, I'm Alana. What's your name?" And you have to live in such a paranoid state where you go, "Get away from me, bitch."
Yeah.
You have to go, "Get away from me, bitch."
Yeah, you can't. I mean, billionaires and NBA players just can't even talk to chicks.
I know, and NBA players still have not gotten the memo.
Yeah, they still
Don't do that.
Yeah,
You're going to ruin your life.
that's why they love trans. They can't get them pregnant.
Well, Dwight, love.
No, they all love trans.
No, I mean,
They
there's
all are
no
banging
evidence to suggest that all
I am
NBA players
100% putting that on the table. These guys are tired of gold diggers. They just want to be with chicks who can't get pregnant.
So there is, God, dude, can you look up the name of that actor from Mrs. Doubtfire, please? The guy, the gay guy that's
Put in gay Jew from Mr. Doubtfire.
Yeah, honestly, that'd probably pull it up quick.
Harry Fierstein.
Yeah, what's this
Harry
guy's name?
Firestone? No, that's not him.
It's that guy. It's the guy on the right.
Yeah, that guy. Click.
No, the black and white one.
Is that the same guy as that guy?
Yeah,
Wow,
I think
yeah,
so.
that's him.
What's this guy's name?
Harvey
Fierstein.
Yeah, Harvey Fierstein.
Harvey Fierstein.
Yeah, I got that Harvey Fierstein vibe right now.
It's dude. That sounds like a.
By the way, good for Harvey Fierstein. Gay, in the thick of it, beat AIDS. Congratulations, buddy. You crushed that shit. You made it through.
Way to go, Harvey.
You made it through the
Harvey
old and fat.
Fierstein sounds like a Jewish porn star.
Yeah. Starring Harvey Feinstein.
Okay, so we've got.
So this guy's just chilling. This absolutely drop dead gorgeous woman shows up.
Is this what happened?
Well, I'm going off of your
Oh,
scenario.
the hypothetical. Okay.
Yeah. But she basically is taking pictures of him at every moment, right? And now it's coming out they think that she is, get ready for a Mossad, honeypot,
Yeah, of course.
MK Ultra spy, sexkin.
What can't we blame the Jews for?
That's what they think. Well, here's the problem with
9/11, the Ice Age.
Yep.
All of it. Jews.
There it is, dude. Look at that, bro. Yeah. How are you supposed to fight that?
Can you zoom in on this?
How are you supposed to fight that? Look how she takes that picture too. Like that's a natural stance. Like she's like pop out, pop out, pop out, pop out.
Dude, I don't know how you could live that life. Like I would be. It would essentially. It's like the modern day Escobar. Like you just who can you trust?
Yeah.
Who the fuck can you trust?
You know who did right? LeBron James. He found a chick in high school before he had his money and just stuck with her.
That's what you got to do, dude.
And
That's
she's
the
just
only
like,
way you
I
can
know
do
you're
it.
banging everything that moves. I don't care.
Right.
I get all this money.
Yeah.
We're chill.
We're chill.
We're chill. The kids are, and I guarantee you that, put this on the record. If you had to bet, the minute he retires, she's like, I'm out. Take half. Goodbye. And then you're getting all these young guys in the NBA just running trains.
Jesus Christ, Sam.
I'm sorry, that go too far.
Harvey Fierstein, what is going on with you?
Well, let me tell you about this NBA rumors I'm hearing, okay?
Honey, they're all banging guys.
Honey, they're all banging the trends.
Honey, why do you have sex with a man? You can't get him pregnant.
So this, okay, so what is this?
Oh, I want to say this is what Sam sounds
Monsters Inc. Yeah, exactly. I wish we could play this. Oh, dude, by the way, I got to look up this. A fan reminded us in the comments that, you know, you were talking about, unfortunately, Colonel Sanders being a mole or being Illuminati.
Yeah.
And our fan David said, "Doesn't the dad and So I Married an Axe Murderer talk about how Colonel Sanders is in a secret society?"
Oh man,
have you seen that scene?
I don't remember.
Oh, dude, we can't play it because we'll get flagged. It is so fucking hilarious. He's like, there's a group of people known as the Pentaverate who meet at a Colorado lodge called the Meadows, and he says, he's like, "Who's in the Pentaverate?" And he's like, "The Queen, the Rothschilds, and Colonel Sanders," before he went tits up. And he's like, "I fucking hate Colonel Sanders, his beady little eyes and his chicken." And Mike Myers is like, "I don't know why you're so upset with Colonel Sanders." He's like, "He puts an addictive chemical in his chicken that makes you crave it every fortnight."
That's what I'm saying. And I talk about it on stage and everyone gets super quiet. Nobody wants to hear it. The 7 Herbs and Spices is black magic.
Yeah, it is black
Dark
magic.
arts.
Yeah. I don't know why anybody wouldn't be receptive to that.
I don't know why, dude. It's like, I really got to dumb down my set, dude.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
In an era where the Nelk Boys are pulling in 20 million views, we got to dumb down our stuff.
Yeah, we got to dumb down real bad.
If you want to be big, dumb it the fuck down. For the most part.
Yeah, keep it simple, retard.
Keep it simple, retard. Okay, so this guy flies into France on his private jet, is immediately apprehended. Telegram is a kind of like quasi-encrypted technology.
Yeah.
So I was reading about it. So like private chats are encrypted within that chain.
Yeah.
But a lot of stuff on Telegram is encrypted at their servers. So this guy has access to just troves of, you want to talk about black magic and dark arts.
100%.
Telegram servers have what the globalist clandestine services want.
Yeah.
This guy has.
Yeah, 100%.
And
like if
he
your
refuses to give
favorite
it to
adult
him.
film star will tell you, follow me on Instagram where all the filth is. Don't go there, Ryan. I could tell. Telegram's where all the real filth happens.
Ryan, don't go there.
I've seen the links. I haven't clicked them.
Yeah. That's that because they believe it's super encrypted.
So it's not super encrypted. These guys have all of your info.
Yeah, they do. But he seems to be for free speech.
Yes. And so the difficulty with like FISA warrants or whatever kind of like warrants they have on this technology is that it's encrypted in all of these different countries. So I think the encryption works like it buckshots out the info to the Cayman Islands and so all these different places. So if you're gonna get this information, you have to deal with all these different regulations and all these different municipalities.
Oh wow!
And it's just either impossible or too big of a fucking headache to go through. So
I didn't know that.
What they do is they plant a honeypot
Yeah.
for him to land in Paris or
Yeah.
France. They arrest him and say,
So
"You're going to be rotting in a jail cell if you don't give us this company."
We're going to get into waters. Obviously, they're deep that Dylan doesn't like to talk about.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
So what happens here is Iran supposedly hacks into Israel's government and takes a lot of these highly classified documents. And the hackers, and now we're being told it's Iran. That's what we're being told. When they say they're hacking us, I don't want to believe it's Iran. When they say they're hacking Israel, I want to believe. So I don't know if it's really Iran or not. So
Okay, hang on. So Iran hacked Israel.
So what they're saying is Iran's hacked Israeli's government and got a bunch of, how many did you put in?
Just one, dude.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
They hacked a bunch. Do you still get high from it?
Not really.
So you're going to do this conversation high?
No.
Oh, God. Okay. So
I'm not high right now.
So they hack Israel's thing. They get all the documents, and they've been releasing them on Telegram. And once that happened, Israel asked Telegram to shut down. Telegram's we don't do that.
Gonna need you to do some Googling because this sounds like it could be complete bullshit.
Or it could sound like it's really true, right?
Yeah, of course.
And by the way, the new search engine you're using, Yandex.
I saw that. It's Russian.
Yeah, you're using Yandex now.
We're not using Yandex.
You are using Yandex.
We're not using Russian.
There we go. Bang.
We're not using
it's
Russian
so fast
technology.
And it's unfiltered.
What?
So fast. There we go. Keep going, Ryan. Daddy likes.
Harvey, this is irresponsible stuff.
Oh, it's not letting me get to Yandex.
Oh, my
That's
God. You know why? Because everyone's been going to Yandex. That's why. And now they're probably
Wait,
shutting
now
it
I'm
down.
interested. Go to Yandex.
I went to it yesterday. I probably saw the same.
Just put in Yandex.com. It's right there.
We can't get to Yandex.
Yeah, dude. You thought you lived in a free society. Yeah.
What is going on?
It's crazy, dude. Because my friend was talking about it the other day, and she's like, Yandex for the win. So I went to Yandex, and I put in something and do bang, all this stuff. And now they're not allowing young Ryan on Yandex. That's crazy.
That is crazy. Chrome won't let Ryan on Yandex.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's why, because it's Google. Do you have another?
Yeah, try Safari.
Try Safari. Oh, that's so crazy that Chrome will let you get on Yandex.
You want to hear something crazy? I saw a hot girl TikTok. I was going to save it for later in the show.
There we
go. You know what, dude? Okay. So now
bum.
can you look this up on Yandex while I tell Sam about this hot girl TikTok thing? Hot girl TikTok told me Google's GPU is called Adreno.
Oh my God.
They have
what do you think their server is called? Their
what do I know? Their browser
it's called Chrome. Adrenochrome.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so crazy, right?
Okay, this is pretty Russian.
It's all in Russian. So what did you write? Israel hack. Right? No. Go to Yandex.
He's on Yandex. It's all in fucking Russian.
Yeah, here we go.
Go to Yandex.
So supposedly these hackers, Telegram shuts down shortly after publication of Israeli Ministry of Justice leaked. Oh shit! So this seems to coordinate with that, this arrest, because he would not shut down.
Was the Telegram channel shut down or was the company shut down?
Well, no, that's why they arrested him, because he's the CEO of it and he won't allow them to.
Can you zoom big time in on that? The Telegram channel of Distributed Denial of Secrets, DDoS Secrets, a journalist collective specialized in the publication of hacked materials online, was shut down after sharing more than 1 million leaked documents from the Israel Ministry of Justice. The leaked documents, reportedly released in April 2024, contain personal details of senior officials and sensitive correspondence, according to Haaretz. Some of the...
Can we be honest here? We were discussing this on Tinfoil Hat. Can we be honest that the Israeli media is doing a better job than the American media?
Yeah, but then there's like the Newsmax version of it, like Israel's Newsmax.
What is that?
It's called Channel 14.
Okay.
It's absolute insanity. Just the most.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Just like remorseless war hawk, like sociopathic.
Is that the one where they took the leader of the SA gang, dude, and they've been parading him around like he's a hero? Have you seen
the SA gang?
SA gang. I can't say the words on YouTube.
There's a gang? There's an SA gang?
There was an SA gang. It's a video. You could see them SA gang.
Within the IDF, there's an SA gang?
You could see it. And then this guy came out and said he's the leader, and they've been parading him on the...
Okay, so
Isn't that crazy?
they're very, they speak in very like creepy, biblical, prophetic kind of like, it's essentially like kill them all and let God sort them out. kind of talk. And it's just like, you guys are journalists. It's really nuts.
Let's not go too deep into that stuff because we've been talking about it a lot.
Yeah.
What else do we want to talk about? But this is crazy. So they've charged him. Okay.
Yeah, they've charged him with a lot, and I guess it just goes to show you.
But it's so funny because they charged him, and then the $5 million bail, and they let him go. It's like, I'm never coming back.
Yeah.
Why would I ever come back? Enjoy that $5 million.
Well, they had some conversations with him. I'm sure that they got a little bit more than $5 million out of that, though I'm not sure. But these...
Do you think he called that chick back on, listen, I'm sorry. I'm not mad at you. Meet me at the airport.
And then
Babe, I'm not mad at you.
I'm not mad
You did
at
what
you.
you had to do.
And then she was scalped and thrown in a river.
They got in the air. Hey, bitch, bang, throw it right out.
Oh, yeah, dude. Have you seen that scene of The Good Shepherd? Have you seen The Good Shepherd?
No.
Oh, phenomenal movie about the CIA. They find out that this chick who married his son is a spy. They take her on a plane, chuck her out the door.
Yeah.
Just falls 30,000 feet to her death. And they're like, hey, sorry, your wife, she's not going to make the wedding. She's actually dead right now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, so
that's what a big part of Marilyn Monroe. That at the end they took her out when they realized that she was banging a Russian spy. That's when it's like, okay, wrap it up.
Yeah.
That pee is popping, but you're banging Russian spies.
Marilyn, we need the pee to be popping responsibly. And what you're doing is you've taken the limiter off and it's irresponsible, so we're going to kill you. That's how they work.
That's our pee, not their pee.
Dude,
this Zuckerberg shit is crazy.
We've got a story about Zuckerberg's letter to God, what? Why am I blanking on this guy's name?
So basically, is it to Jim Jordan?
Jim Jordan.
Okay.
Yeah, Jim Jordan.
Yeah, it's to Jim Jordan, saying that the FBI coerced them into censorship of anything that was anti-COVID, anti-vaccine.
Yeah.
And they shut down. And to be honest with you, I am still feeling the ramifications of that.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking like you have long C right now.
Yeah, no, that doesn't exist. That's
you have long COVID.
That's Jackson harm. Okay, does not exist. But it's very crazy because everyone's trying to figure out why is Mark Zuckerberg coming out saying it now?
Oh, very, very simply.
Okay, why?
I found this article. So there's an antitrust lawsuit that was filed against Meta in 2020 or something, about their acquiring Instagram and WhatsApp, which is like there absolutely should be an antitrust lawsuit against that because, hey, Zuck, your business is failing. You can't just go into your arsenal of cash and just buy other companies to save your failing business.
Oh, yeah, okay, I agree with that. And that's what you think he was doing.
100%.
Yeah, I mean,
nobody was using Facebook, so he was like, we need businesses that actually work. Rather than improving us, let's go and just buy companies that are working right now. So they evaded the trial, and then it came out recently that they had withheld documentation leading up to the merger from the SEC or whatever investigative body was conducting the investigation. And so as he's getting all this heat for withholding this info, and this antitrust lawsuit is going to come back into the fore, he's trying to curry favor with the people who are
deciding
influential in that case.
Yeah.
So he goes, all right, I'll tell you what, I'll give you a political boon. Say that the Democrats told me to censor the Hunter Biden story and vaccine stuff. You can spread it out and, cut me a little slack.
There's also a lot of things going on with. I watched,
and
Mike,
that's not to absolve the attempts to censor. That's wrong.
Yeah,
that they did
100%.
that. Yeah, nobody's
I
disagreeing
also
with that.
like to 100% to kind of piggyback on what you're saying. There's this guy, he's really good political commentator named Mike Benz. And Mike Benz was talking about how they need these tech companies need the intelligence agency and the government to protect them because it protects their profits at the same time. It's like this weird kind of thing that they have to play
Just
ball.
a ball of snakes. Just this incestuous fucking
name.
muck.
A ball of snakes.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. A giant ball of snakes.
Yeah.
And, because they're operating in crazy monopolies, they're circumventing governments. They're doing all these things that normally would cause a company to be shut down, but they're making so much money. And really, if you're asking me, they're all extensions of the U.S. intelligence agencies, both Google and Facebook. And so it's very weird that he would come out and be like, "Yeah, Facebook, it's like FBI."
Well, it's the same thing with news. I don't think that these companies are run by the CIA or the government, but they definitely have their people inside, and they fire
they've
them
talked
up.
about it.
They
They're
fire
like,
them up when they need
so
to.
much of their administration is former CIA and FBI informants. And I just thought about this. Like, everyone's kind of amazed right now about how, like, people have been talking that we're seeing the biggest political realignment in this country in like forever.
What do
where
you
it's
mean?
like we're almost seeing this flip on a lot of stuff. And I remember, like, I'd say early during, like, when Hillary was running, so we're talking about 2014, 2015, which is like 10 years ago, which is crazy, right?
Yeah.
That there was this big article about how many former CIA agents were running for Democratic offices. Like, they were campaigns to get Democratic seats in the Congress and in the Senate. And now you look at, like, who's the party of war more now?
I mean,
all the neocons, Dylan, have gone behind Kamala Harris. All the neocons.
right, but they're of one party.
Right. I'm not saying there's not a uniparty, but it's like, you don't think that's kind of crazy?
Yeah, the Democrats have picked up quite a hawkish mantle of late.
I want to see if I could find this.
I don't go down, right? We just had to fact check Sam's
Keep talking. I'm trying
claim
to
that
find this
there were a
clip
bunch
real
of
quick.
CIA. What are you
Send
seeing,
to
Rye?
myself.
The ex-head of the CIA posted an opinion in the New York Times that,
Why he's running
yeah,
or why he's
or no, that's
endorsing?
an endorsement.
Yeah. So it's what Sam said wasn't true.
It's actually very true.
I'm gonna have to check Zandex.
Yeah, go to
Yeah, you got to
Yandex.
go to Zandex because Sam
CIA,
said.
former CIA running for Democratic seats.
Yes.
Put that in Yandex.
Yeah, so Sam said like there were all these CIA informants.
I'm being dead serious.
No,
It was a giant
No,
story.
I know you're being dead serious.
Such a retard. You're such a retard. But it's very interesting to me.
I mean, Ryan's
You're
not-
on Google still.
Oh, I am.
Ryan, you got to go.
Ryan,
You
what
got to go to Zandex.
Just don't go. You gotta go to Yandex, bro.
Dude, we were and this Zuckerberg story just goes to show you how just disgusting and disingenuous and reptilian all of politics is.
Well, what I can't take is
Nothing is done out of a pure impulse.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Period.
It's all about, it's like literally fascism. What he's describing there is literal fascism.
Well, and I was talking to my wife the other day about how dirty politics are, and she was saying something about the Trump campaign doing something gross, and I was like, yeah, I don't think anybody has ever pulled a grosser move than Hillary Clinton when she was running against Obama, dropping that photo of him in a cave with an imam like 3 days before the election. You hear about that?
Oh, dude, By the way,
She's like, we're sitting on an atomic bomb here. Let's just drop it.
well, she's the originator of the birth certificate. She started it.
It wouldn't surprise me if she did.
Dude, that wasn't a Republican talking point. That was Hillary Clinton running against Obama because she wanted to get the nomination.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why Obama and the Clintons don't get along. And that's why the Biden and the Obamas don't get along, because Obama jumped Hillary's spot in line.
Right.
And there's been a problem ever since.
It's like a Gelson's when you have number 64 and then some Yenta in front of you says, I have 64. And you're like, wait, hang on a second.
Yeah.
If you weren't 80 years old, I would crane kick you right now because what you just did.
The leg kicking 84-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't love to, but if I had to,
yeah,
I
I know
it.
you would.
I would
if there
do
was
it.
a bunch of zombie 84-year-old Yentas all over the place, you'd just go crazy.
Teep kicks to the liver, you're out of there.
What?
What are you finding? This website looks reliable.
Looks very reliable. Deep Blue State. Why are so many Democrats? Why are Democrats fielding so many ex-CIA candidates?
I'm just telling you guys, it's a real story, and you guys can get mad because Deep State Blue is the only one reporting on it. As we literally talk about the CIA and the intelligence agencies controlling the media, this guy's like, show me a mainstream media talking about how the mainstream media is controlled by the intelligence.
Dude, Deep Blue State with LL Cool J, but it's not sharks that we have to worry about. It's spooks. Yeah.
It's spooks?
Yeah. He's going around just stabbing spooks in the face with his cross. That movie
good
is
job,
absolutely fantastic. Great job, Rye. Okay, so Sam wins again.
Real quick. Bang.
Yeah.
I love it. It's a sweet sound.
And get in the comments and let us know who's winning right now. Be sure to let us know who's winning. Seriously though, we love.
You know who's winning? Yandex is winning.
Yandex
who's winning,
is winning,
dude. Yandex is winning.
Okay, so what do we have next? Go to the one on the right.
So, but to go back to
we go.
Real quick, just to go back to this whole thing is like, what's going to happen with that? You know, like we forever were told that the Russians were influencing our election and everyone was losing their mind.
They were.
How many episodes have you been on this show? What
Like
would you
20.
say that number is?
20.
No, you've been on more than 20. But like even as you ran it over there, what would you say, 100?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And you're still at 100 episodes.
Yeah.
Convince yourself that the Russians influenced the 2016 election. Is that what you're telling our young Ryan who has impressionable ears? Like, look at that. Look at that little
He's
little
so
Bambi.
cute. He's so
over
cute,
there.
man.
Yeah. You're telling him
Yeah.
that you think Russia influenced the election.
Are you saying that they influenced the election in zero way?
I think in zero ways.
Well, that's an insane thing to think.
And maybe like trying to throw money behind somebody, but that's it. The rigging of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me how you believe. Tell me how you believe.
Okay, so let's do a little word puzzle.
Oh, we're
here.
gonna do Venn diagram.
No. So there's the word bot, right?
Yeah.
And then there's a blank in front of the bot. What's like a synonymous like
porn bot?
Porn bot. Okay, that's like if we're playing Family Feud right now. That's number 6. It didn't make it on the board, and Steve Harvey's like disappointed in you right now. Yeah. Name something that comes after pork. Yupon. If you want to laugh, dumbest answers on Family Feud compilations. I mean, there's there's nothing more joyous on the planet.
Fire.
There was it was like, what's something that a man shouldn't be attracted to once he gets older? And this guy was like, kids. Steve Harvey's just like, Russian bot.
Yeah.
It's a fairly common term,
really.
right? Not really. Can you do some Googling on Russian bots, please, Ryan?
Go to Yandex.
Don't go to Yandex. Definitely don't go to Yandex for this one. Ryan, don't go to Yandex.
Ryan, go to Yandex.
Don't go to Yandex. I'm not saying that the Russians are the reason why.
You know.
Hang on for 1 second, though. Shut up for 1 second.
Okay.
I'm not saying that Russians are the reason that Trump won in 2016, but to say that there was no influence by the Russians.
Did you ever look into any of that?
What do you mean?
How most of those Russian bots were in...
Oh, we're Jewish bots.
No.
Sorry.
No. Most of them came out after the election, and most of them were in.
I'm so sorry. The country that pioneered and patented ideological subversion wasn't participating in ideological subversion in our elections. What are we talking about?
Listen, I'm not naive that there aren't countries out there trying to manipulate our elections. Outside of Israel, who blatantly does it.
And would you say that Russia does it too?
I would say that most countries somehow try to figure out a way to get in people that will be kind to them.
Right. So
I'm not against that.
So you would say that Russia did influence the election.
Do you think they interfered enough that it made Hillary Clinton lose? And I mark your, really think about your words right now. Do you think that Russia had an influence on Hillary losing the election?
I think if we're talking about who is to blame for Hillary losing the election, Hillary is the number one reason she lost that election.
Perfect.
But to say that Russia had...
Oh, look at that. Dude, you are crushing it today, Ryan.
Zero.
You are crushing it again today, Ryan.
I mean, it's just not true.
I mean, double banger beller.
Yeah, get in the comments. Let us know who's winning. We'd love to hear from you guys. Seriously, it helps the channel. Comment.
Go.
Russia connected actors engaged in digital skullduggery. I like that.
Skullduggery? That sounds like
you seem to think there was zero skullduggery happening. And there was more than zero skullduggery. I mean, it's just like you have to have your fucking head up your ass to think there was no influence at all.
Yeah, but the question is, did they influence the election more than any other country? Do you think?
Seeing that it's one of their main pieces of weaponry.
Power rank, let's say any 5 countries that you think interfered with the election. Power rank them. Into most interference versus least interference.
Okay, we've probably got a 3-way tie with Israel, Russia, and China.
Okay.
You good with that?
Yeah,
you okay with that?
No, I don't think it's a 3-way tie.
Yeah, no, of course
I think
it goes
Israel, 1, 2, and 3,
China,
and then
Jorge
4.
Masvidal, and then Russia. Okay, so let's get into some lighthearted stuff. We have to talk about Nephilim bones.
Oh, dude, let's go.
And this was sent to us by a fan, JR Sev. I wrote it in the what does it say in the search bar?
JR Sev.
JR Sev. Okay, thank you.
JR Sev, we love you.
Yeah. And yeah, keep sending me
Send
stuff,
us
guys,
fun
because you
stuff.
guys have great stuff. Okay, go ahead and roll this.
So we're going to start off really big. How's that sound? Here's the biggest thing I've got. This is from an 18-foot person. Estimated. Big toe bone. There it is. This part. The very end, big toe bone. It's been x-rayed, and this person had broke their toe bone, and then it healed up. This is from an 18-foot person.
We were we were in Turkey, and we were out at the village where we believed Noah's house to be. And years ago, they had dug up a grave that we believe was Noah's wife's grave. Just looking around where the hole for her grave was, where they had dug it up, and we found some bones. And these bones here have been identified by a radiologist and a couple of physicians. None of them want to put their name on their statement, but here is what they told us we have. We have a human finger with a touch of arthritis, and this is the finger. This is this part of the finger.
Damn.
See, it's this.
Damn, dude.
You wanted to see something?
That's a big ass dude.
Okay. So those bones seem to be belonging to a Bridget Macron-like creature.
Long hands, dude. E.T. long hands, bro.
E.T. longhand witch hands.
Yeah. So, for sure, did you cut that up, by the way, the E.T. thing?
No.
Okay. Maybe you should.
Hey, Sam. I will.
Okay, respect.
Right now we've got
dude,
space is fake and gay right now.
It's crushing.
Okay, so yeah, go
space is
check
fake
that.
and gay.
Yeah.
So
not.
basically
It's-
everything comes down to fallen angels, buddy. As soon as you understand that, as soon as everything lines up.
And what do you mean by everything comes down to fallen
everything
angels,
starts
buddy?
at fallen angels setting down on is it called Mount Hermes?
Got it.
Where NATO base on Mount Hem. Put that Mount. What's it called?
Ryan, why?
Ryan, why are you
Ryan,
on Google?
why are you on Google right now?
I'd rather you not even record this episode than be on. Right there we go. NATO, the tallest NATO base. Look that up on what mountain? What mountain is the tallest NATO base on?
He's really Googling today.
Yeah,
I mean,
you dude.
His fingers are smoking today.
Yeah. What does it say?
Mauna Kea?
No, it's Mount something. Mount like Hemis or something like that.
And
anyway,
this is why you have to use Xandex.
you gotta use Yandex, dog. I mean, how many times we gotta tell you that?
We've told you so many times already, Ryan.
Yeah, Mount. Yeah.
What do you? I mean, so.
But that's where the fallen angels fall. They fall. This is where they touch down in this mountain.
Okay, they go. God, human beings. Yeah.
Mount Herman?
Yes. Mount Herman. Good job, Yandex.
Thank you, Yandex. Thank you, Ryan.
Yandex. Yeah, Mount Herman, dude. Which is crazy because you're like, okay, I don't believe in any of this stuff.
Can you look up where Mount Herman is?
Yeah, where is it? I think it's in Turkey or in Syria. And the number one NATO base is in there.
What do you mean the number one
Like
NATO
the
base?
largest one. Where is it in? It's in eastern Lebanon. Okay.
You're saying the biggest NATO base is in Lebanon?
I'm saying the tallest the tallest NATO base is on Mount Hermes, I believe.
The mountain cluster in the eastern Lebanon mountain range located on the border of Lebanon, Syria, and the Israeli-occupied Golan Heights.
I love that. Israeli occupied. That's got to hurt.
Why
That's got to hurt.
Why does it hurt? Why does it hurt? Well, I don't know why it would hurt.
Why? That's got to hurt.
Why do you keep saying that? Doesn't hurt me.
Okay, what else he got?
So, okay, so what? But hang on a second.
Okay.
1 second, Harvey. Oh God.
I'm trying.
It all comes down to fallen angels, buddy.
Listen, Dylan.
What
if
is
you go,
that?
Sam, you've been
what does
doing
that vague
this
nonsense comment mean?
You go, Sam. You've been doing tinfoil hat since December 16th or December 13th, 2007. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
No, 2006. Excuse me.
Got it.
No. Excuse me. It's basically almost 8 years old.
Yeah.
It's like 2000, like 50, whatever. The point is,
Jesus Christ, was that
I don't
fucking...
even know. I don't even know the date.
Holy shit.
So the point
that
is,
was like
it's
somebody
almost,
gives you a
this year will
math
be 8
problem.
years old.
Somebody gives
This
you
year-
a math
so
problem.
2016,
And you,
excuse me.
You don't pick up your pencil to try to solve it. You just ram your head against a wall. That's what that was.
So it's December 13th, 2016.
Okay.
Well, it will be was the day that tinfoil hat started.
Happy birthday.
Okay. If you go, Sam, if there's one fact that you think that you learned that is the center to all conspiracies, it is God versus fallen angels. and everything spider webs from there.
Okay.
And the God, and you can get. I've said this before, and I don't know if I've said it here. You can dismiss it as Christian mumbo jumbo, dude. But they have it in Hinduism, and they have it in Vedic astrology. Talks about, and it's a big part. God trapping entities. In Vedics, it's 4. In Hinduism, it's 2.
Okay, so you're saying that it would be easy to call this Christian skullduggery.
Yeah, it's easy, by the way, to call it Christian skullduggery, but it's not.
It's not.
It's like it's of even things that are much older than all of the Abrahamic religions.
Right. So this gets us into the next thing that I wanted to discuss, which is this Instagram clip here. Yeah, let's zoom in.
I would love
this.
to know your opinion on this guy. He could easily be not in your. I like this guy. He recently had some issues.
Oh, surprising. With what? Women?
With this one girl that was on him that they couldn't couldn't tell what age she was.
Interesting. Interesting.
All right,
you believe in dinosaurs, right?
Yeah, I do.
When is the first dinosaur bone ever found? I'm not trolling. I mean this.
No, okay. When was it found?
Yeah, it's as late as 1700s by only straight white men in the West. Nowhere else in Asia. And they're like $1 million a bone. That's why when you go to museums, dinosaur museums, 99% of the bones are replicas made out of rat bones and resin. And the real bones are in the Smithsonian Museum. But that's actually giant bones from the Bible. The Bible talked about the giants. You went your whole life believing in mainstream media's Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Be ashamed of yourself.
The Paleolithic era, the Mesozoic, like all these are all fake.
Like, do you believe in evolution?
Yeah, to a certain extent, yes.
Where are the intermediary species between the whale and the whale that grew legs over millions of years of adaptation?
So you're saying you don't believe in evolution?
Yeah.
Let me ask you, how do you get different bred dogs? You breed dogs with dogs, not wolves. You believe in...
I love that.
So obviously, like, all just complete nonsense, right? All of that was just...
What part of that is nonsense?
If you
to
could shit out of your mouth, that's what it would look like.
But you're just saying things, and you're not discussing what he's saying.
Right. No.
What part of that don't you believe?
Let's get in. Let's have a discussion.
One of my
about it.
favorite memes out there is, will you look up what year did George Washington die?
Ryan.
Right? What year did George Washington die? 1799. Will you look up what date was the first dinosaur discovered? What day? 1824. Which means George Washington never knew about dinosaurs. How hilarious is that? So the guy who writes about dinosaurs before anyone's ever discovered a dinosaur is the guy that discovers the dinosaurs.
What?
Right? That's kind of crazy.
Who discovered
the first guy that discovered dinosaurs had written about dinosaurs way before. He's the first guy. That guy that you can hate that dude with the glasses on. What's his Zeke? What's his name?
Yeah, the guy that allegedly bangs underage women.
No, okay, dude. I shouldn't have even brought that up.
Allegedly. It's just interesting how all these guys, Andrew Tate and Dr. Disrespect and this fucking chotch fob.
This thing says in 1677, Robert Plot is credited with discovering the first dinosaur bone.
What?
But his best guess as to what it belonged to was a giant human.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Point for Tripoli. Point for Zedek or whatever his name is.
Okay.
That guy literally thought it was a Nephilim too.
So dinosaurs are real.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Yes, we have.
No part of it is no.
Here's my thing. Like, so
dinosaurs are not real. They're Nephilim giants.
they're not Nephilim.
There's a good
giants.
chance that Godzilla, who I love with all my heart, was a Nephilim giant. There's a good chance.
You're saying Godzilla is a fallen angel.
No, he is what happened was fucking fallen angels started banging lizards. Started banging a giant lizard and had a Godzilla.
So dinosaurs are real.
Dinosaurs are not real.
Giants aren't real.
Hold on.
Nephilim giants aren't real.
But dinosaurs are?
Nephilim giants are not real. Dinosaurs are.
That's
yes.
so cute. That's cute.
I know. What a retarded thing to think.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
There's that. If they're real, how come there wasn't one discovered before that? And the guy that did discover before it says it's a Nephilim giant.
Because we didn't have people were just dying at 30 and trying to live, right?
So what you're saying?
I don't think
Dylan,
there's a
you're
lot.
Saying this outlaw,
the same thing that happens in the inner cities happened to the world. So you just have too many stresses in life to go, you know what? Today I feel like digging for bones that I don't know are there.
The funniest thing
you have the
ever.
Black Plague. I don't think people who were swimming in shit were too worried about archaeology.
Listen, this is the funniest thing ever. Dylan is literally DNC.
Here comes and
this is Dylan.
Your
Black
Harvey
people are too poor to have an ID to present at voting. That's what Dylan's saying right now.
No,
that's literally what Dylan's.
No, it's
Dylan's
literally
saying that
not
people
what I'm
are so
saying.
broke they didn't dig deep enough to find a dinosaur bone.
Yeah,
that's why we didn't discover them. That's why it took rich white people to discover dinosaurs because Dylan said they were too busy dealing with the Black Plague. So it took rich white guys coming and fucking finding dinosaurs. That's literally what you just said.
Well, I mean, look at the PlayStation controlled thing that went to the bottom of the Marianas Trench. When you have no problems, no actual problems in life,
right,
you have time to think about doing goofy shit, like going to find dinosaur bones and stuff.
Right.
Also,
Dylan.
There's a technological advancement that needs to happen before we can go get fossil records of stuff to prove what the fossils are.
So what Dylan's also telling you that all these amazing architectural feats that we see, these old buildings, those people didn't have enough time. They were too busy dealing with the plague and didn't have the technology to dig deep enough to find a dinosaur bone, even though they made buildings that we can't make today.
Well, there was a gap.
Okay,
they're called the Dark Ages for a reason.
It's called the Dark Ages because there was great enlightenment there, and the powers that be don't want you to look into it. That's why they call it the Dark Ages.
Yeah, again, based on absolutely fucking nothing. But so the dinosaur bones are very real. When he says that,
no,
well, they are.
It's not. Where are they real, Dylan? Where are they real?
The dinosaur bones at lots of museums all over the planet are real dinosaur bones.
The best part of you is I don't even need to counter you. You hang yourself every time.
I literally have not hung myself once.
100% of the bone. He's wrong. It's not 99%. It's 100% of the bones that you see in a museum are fake and gay. Okay? They're not real dinosaur bones.
Based on what?
Based on the truth.
On what?
It's the
based
truth.
on the
First
truth.
Of all, dude,
who gave you that truth?
Going to take
who gave you that
bones,
truth?
Let's say they're real.
Where did you learn that truth?
It's the truth, Dylan.
Where did you learn that truth?
I've learned it from tons of people.
Like who?
They're go to Yandex, dude. Stop using Google. What is wrong with you? Okay,
Ryan, what have you found?
Well, I was just looking up. I know like the guy who invented the term dinosaur, Richard Owen, the guy who was like his rival, basically.
Yeah.
He after that guy died, he bought his bones and kept them in a jar.
They're all okay. That's a fun fact by Ryan. Ryan is literally just like
Ryan, that did not.
Ryan, go to Yandex, you motherfucker.
Ryan, that did not get us
Yandex,
further down this road at all.
Oh my! Are dinosaur bones in the museums real?
We've been talking about this for 10 minutes, and Ryan goes, "Not sure about any of that, but listen to this."
They are not real. They are not real.
90% of the bones you see in museums really belong to prehistoric.
Ring the bell,
dinosaurs.
But you're wrong. You're wrong. I'll give you the bell.
So this was on Zandex, right?
Okay, go.
So that's on Zandex.
Ring the bell. I'm gonna give you that.
Fucking idiot.
But I'm telling you, next week, I'm gonna get that L. I'm gonna get that L back. You're gonna get the L. That is total bullshit.
Such an idiot.
That is bullshit.
Dinosaur bones aren't real based on the truth, what you just said.
Bones aren't
Dinosaur
real.
bones are real based on an entire field of scientific study. They are real. They're not made out of rat bones, like sunglasses said.
They would be deteriorating.
Okay, so that was
they would be deteriorating. So what Dylan wants you to believe, everybody?
Well, okay, so the Nephilim bones don't deteriorate, but dinosaur bones do.
In fucking coffins. But what Dylan wants you to believe is that dinosaur bones that are supposedly millions of years old do not disintegrate.
So this answer actually, so it has a yes, like, 90% of the bones you see in museums.
It's not 90%.
But it's also no, because the bones aren't technically even bones anymore. They're actually rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's just
I'm not saying there
I'm okay with this because I know next week, hey, do me a favor, guys, on YouTube, on Rumble, wherever you listen to this, please link any and all stories. Because I know you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and
link
Sam,
all the
Sam
stories
needs some help.
so Dylan can come back next week and give me back that ring.
Yeah.
Okay? I want back my bell. You're going to enjoy it. You are totally 100%
right.
Yeah, enjoy it, Tanya Harding. Okay? Enjoy this win while you can. Next story.
I didn't hamstring you. I didn't chop block you. I didn't ask some big fat guy to come take out your knees. I won that fair and square on the ice. So don't you dare call me Tanya Harding. I'm going to give you points.
You are wrong. And I will have my vengeance.
So
next.
Okay, so I'm not saying that this entire
you literally
thing.
Just said that.
No.
Yep. You literally said that.
Did you find my book yet?
I'm looking for it. I swear. I'm going to dedicate one whole day to find it. One whole day. My Dana has all my books, all this stuff covering it.
I'm not saying, don't go to this yet, Rye. I want this to be a little
You're saying that's a real dinosaur bone.
I'm not saying that the entire thing is real. Nobody would say that they have entire dinosaurs that are completely real bones. There are some ceramics involved to flesh out the entirety of what it would look like. But some of those bones are real. And to say anything other than that is to be dunce cap drooling on yourself like Harvey Fierstein.
You are going to eat every one of those words.
You have so much vengeance in your eyes right now, dude.
Have you ever seen the meme where the hot blonde chick is forcing the hot brunette chick to drink milk? Have you ever seen that? Yeah, that's going to be next week.
Okay.
I'm going to be you're going to be drinking the nectar of dinosaur bones aren't real. I'm just going to be force feeding you it.
You have turned into this is your version of Liam Neeson. I've taken your daughter and you are going to kill everyone in your way to get it back.
This show is great.
So the next thing that this idiot said was that evolution isn't real.
Yeah, I don't believe in it.
Yeah, okay. So he says, find the intermediary species between whales and the whales that had legs.
Yeah.
So this guy knows absolutely nothing really about anything.
All right.
Whales actually were one of the species that devolved back into the ocean.
Oh, they devolved.
Yeah, they evolved, but it was a land to sea.
They're
not
just like,
a sea.
I don't like this. I'm going to go back.
Well, no, there were. Can you go to this this thing? Whales once had legs and walked on land. Their ancestors lived 50 million years ago. Were similar to large dogs with 4 legs and webbed feet. So they were on land and they walked into the ocean and lost their legs. This guy's talking about whales getting legs, so he clearly has no fucking idea what he's talking about. And understandably so. I mean,
I'm 51 years old, and today I'm 0 days old.
Yeah.
When I learned, I'm today's day old.
Yeah.
When I learned whales had legs. I've never
whales
heard
had
that.
legs.
And I even went to school back when our education was actually somewhat quality.
Right.
And I've never in my life have been told whales used to have legs.
No, I know. You learn something new every day. I mean, last week I didn't know that Colonel Sanders was in the Illuminati.
Okay,
I was day 0 years old when I learned that.
Okay.
So then he says that he says some stupid shit about wolves.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I don't even know what the fuck that point was. But of course, wolves. We started breeding wolves and made new dogs.
Would you agree? Would you agree, dude, that there's something called the missing link? Would you agree on that?
I mean,
Dylan, I'm not asking whether you think there's a missing link or not. Would you agree that when people discuss,
there's a concept known as the missing link? Yes. Yeah, of course.
And you don't necessarily have to agree with that, but there is a very popular notion among Darwinists that there is a missing link.
Yeah.
Which is super convenient, right?
How could there not be a missing link?
How can there be a missing link? If you're saying that we come from monkeys, but you're like, we don't know how we jumped here, but we know we're from there. Literally, Dylan, you're doing like, trust us. There's a couple of questions we can't answer, but if you get rid of those answers, it all makes sense.
Well,
but you're the people like, yeah, the universe started from a Big Bang theory. You're like, well, explain that to me. Well, we can't actually explain a couple things, but if you just get rid of those questions, everything else makes sense. You're like, okay, but those questions are pretty important.
Well, yeah, they're very important. And to quote the great Donald Rumsfeld, I mean, there are known unknowns, and this is just one of those things. Stoned ape has been disproved. I don't see how it can be disproved. It makes a lot of sense to me.
It makes a lot of sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
That we ate mushrooms and we became people. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that eating mushrooms could change the physical and chemical makeup of our brains,
and we become talking monkeys. So you
well,
think
yeah,
it's
when
more
you do
plausible
psychedelics, you tap
that a bunch of fucking monkeys ate mushrooms to the point that we evolved into humans over that we're God's creation. That makes more sense to you?
I'm not saying that we're not God's creation, but it's just
at what point, where does God start with us? Does he make us monkeys and go, good luck, work it out?
Well, I mean, you and I have a different vantage on what God is. You think that you're equating God to Henry Ford. I mean, there's a factory line and he's just churning out human beings.
God isn't churning out human beings. God created us and we create more of God's image.
Okay, well, I don't believe that.
What do you believe?
You know, I don't have a fully crystallized spiritual opinion on the matter.
You're allowed to. You're young. You're allowed to.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that was hopefully that was fun nonsense.
Monkey ate shrooms and became human beings. That's what's comfortable for you?
Yeah, when you eat shrooms, you are aware of different mediums of communication.
And what you're saying is enough monkeys ate enough shrooms that a whole new species came out.
It's interesting to me, yeah.
No, but what you're saying is that makes more sense to you than God's created us in his image.
Than an omniscient force in the sky with white beard or no white beard? Or are they amorphous or it doesn't matter? Okay. Just molded human beings out of clay.
Oh, that makes more sense to you.
No, that makes less sense.
Okay. So you're saying that all the little details in our universe just randomly happen. That's what you think.
I'm not sure.
Happened.
I'm not sure. But we're not talking about intelligent design. We're talking about the creation of human beings.
No, that is part of it.
Intelligent design it's an interesting thing to think about. There are a lot of confluences that are coincidentally almost impossible to happen, and they just so happened for us.
It all worked out.
It's interesting to ponder what could have been the first mover, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about making human beings, and you're turning God into Henry Ford, and you're turning us into Model Ts. I think it's reductive.
So what he's saying is the alpha predator life form in this wonderful design in which he admits all this detail is so amazing. But the top part of it, the dominant force, is not from this amazing design, but rather luck of a couple eating fungi and becoming a different species.
Well, can I ask you?
That is the most insane thing I've ever heard in my life.
What if God kicked off the whole thing and God designed evolution to get us to this point? Would you believe in it then? Is that an okay thing to think?
Yeah, but that's not what is said. What is said is he created us in his image.
What about like Neanderthals?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if
Were they real?
I really do question whether we were like cave dwellers. I really do.
Yeah.
I think we just survived. I think Homo sapiens just survived because we were in Africa, and I think Neanderthals were all in Europe and all that stuff.
No,
we
died
died out because of the ice age.
We survived because we could communicate. We were smaller, but we were smarter, and we beat them with our smarts. I mean, it's just...
Which is kind of what's happening right now. The nerds are going to get us killed.
It's just anthropologically like a fact.
Yeah, the nerds are going to get us killed. They're all going to get us effing killed.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on.
What time are we at?
I won that.
No, you did.
Yeah, I definitely did.
Dude, you're so ridiculous.
I want to
You're not even going to... We went to Yandex, and they just put up a story.
I love that we've been using Yandex to prove Sam right all day. But when Yandex proves Sam wrong... He's like, oh, even the Russians,
okay.
even the Russians have fucked up.
I let you ring the bell.
Okay, I want to. My favorite segment on the show is "Let's Piss Sam Off."
Okay,
we're
already there.
Can we go to the Instagrams? Start flipping around the tabs. Well, this is absolutely insane.
Yeah, it's so crazy, dude. Australia is lost.
When did Australia... So this story is Australians will be required to submit ID to access the internet, and police must have access to their social media. Now, obviously, this might have been something that just was proposed and not passed. But even the fact that this is happening, I don't understand what is going on with Australia. I thought Australia was just a bunch of people drinking beer, surfing, and punching kangaroos in the face.
Yeah.
And they're a breeding ground for Orwellian nightmare policies.
Yeah,
I don't understand
100%.
How did this take place?
They are a test lab for this fascist government they want to run.
Yeah.
Now, the weird thing is, like, I've had some fans. I had a really hot fan from Australia. She's so hot.
The hottest accent in the world.
And we were communicating. And she's like, all that stuff you see on television, which is, again, something I was talking about on this, one of my premium content shows. But it's like, she goes, all that stuff you're seeing is happening in one small area of Australia, but they want you to believe it's happening everywhere.
Yeah.
Which is like kind of my theory about these like immigration stabbings going on.
Yeah.
Like they want you to think all of the UK is just a stab fest.
Right.
And the reason they do that is because they want you to feel, one, helpless, and two, they want to kick off in other places. So you see this like in Aurora, Colorado. Like, supposedly a Venezuelan gang has taken over an entire apartment complex, right? Now they want you to believe that's happening everywhere, which gets anxiety up, but also kicks off other people going, why don't we just take over this apartment complex?
Hang on a second, because you're saying, you've said that it's a globalist playbook to allow immigration flows into countries to destroy the national identity.
Yes.
But now you're saying that they're making a mountain out of a molehill. And
no, but what I'm saying is that they're making it, like, do I think every person's come into this country is fucking hijacking their apartment complex?
Right.
No.
So the military age men thing is bullshit.
No, I think there are a lot of people here. I think there's a lot of sleeper cells here. I think we have a powder keg coming. But what is my point is they're trying to kick it off by giving the appearance that it's already happening over here. And I'm not saying that those stabbings aren't real, but when you isolate them, put them on these giant ass fucking platforms and these giant ass accounts, it makes it seem like it's everywhere. Meaning that the popping off has already happened.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't want to touch the Muzzy thing with a 10-foot pole.
Islamophobe.
I don't want to touch the Muzzy thing with a 10-foot pole.
Why not?
Well, because
I want you to be the most authentic you can be, buddy. That's my goal.
I think that it becomes challenging when you're trying to integrate cultures that
100%
feel as though they're vastly superior to other cultures.
But the question becomes, why are they doing this? George Soros has literally laid out his plan. In it is basically my immigration. Part of the bombing of all these countries is to force mass migration. And we're seeing it happen right now.
Can you? This wasn't what I wanted to piss Sam off with.
Is World War Z kind of about
a metaphor?
This? I just thought about that.
World War Z is an Islamophobic propaganda piece.
Do you think?
No.
I think it's possible. It says zombies. You have immigration.
Yeah. Can you go to the next tab?
Whoa.
Okay. I want to.
Now let's play a game. Sam Smith or Dana White? Which one? Sam Smith or young Dana White? Which one is this?
Can you turn the volume up and play this for Sam?
Oh my God, you just hate me, dude. Why are you making me watch this bullshit?
Yeah, I'd love to be a fisher them.
What, like a fly fisherman?
I'd be any type of fisher them. I think I would like to one day. I'd just like to end my days fishing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this guy is so forcing it. It's so hilarious, and his whole brand is gay. Yet he never works out. Like all you gotta do is work out.
Gays have the hottest bodies.
You should, yeah. Gays have hot bods.
Yeah.
And why are you a fat ass? Be on brand. Okay, get on brand. It's a blessing. You don't have kids. You don't have. You have two dual incomes. You don't have to worry about all that stuff. Work out. Do a sit up. Can you do a sit up?
And one's not going to cut it. We're going to need to get
multiple sit ups.
We're going to need to get
you
to at
make
least
enough money
4.
to eat right. Stop eating fucking KFC and it's black magic 7 herbs and spices.
7 herbs and spices. That sounds like a cult fucking shit to me.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
7 herbs and spices.
And listen,
is that 7 herbs? 77. 7 herbs, 7 spices.
And they're all sins.
They're all sins.
They're all sins. Every herb and spice is a sin.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, so listen.
This is so forced.
This podcast,
is so forced.
This podcast is, we are allies to the trans and LGBTQ community, but right?
Yeah. Well, dude, I love the gays.
100%.
The gays are the only ones who hit on me anymore, so I might as well support my base.
Me too. So
aggressive gays love my flat old ass.
Dude, gays put on. If you've ever been hit on by a gay man,
it's the only people that do hit on me.
It's a full court press.
Yeah.
It's so much.
Yeah. And now you know how women feel.
Right, exactly.
Because guys are constantly going.
Dude, it's like if a gay man has hit on you, I mean, there are some gay men who have said some very sexually suggestive things to me.
And you know, you're shocked, but you appreciate it.
Yeah, but also it's like, why do you think that's okay to say that you'd suck my dick from the back?
Yeah, I mean, dude, the Me Too movement
super aggressive.
did not make its way into the gay community
so,
for sure.
Yeah, we're an ally.
If you're a gay man, just sexually harass.
But
have a good time.
Saying fisher them is
sure.
It's a little ridiculous.
By the way, there's no way that just happened. He set that up. He's like, I'm going to tell them I love the fish. They're going to ask me if I'm a fisherman.
I love
I'm
that.
Say fisher them.
I love that.
And then I'm going to get points.
Yeah. Okay, well, we got to wrap up. Is there anything left on the right that, nope, talked about that. Nope, talked about that. This stuff, we don't have time to get into it, but this Shadow Children, Silent Children documentary that
what is it?
Chester, Avicii, Cornell, and Bourdain were working on.
Yeah, and then they all died.
Yeah, and then they all died.
And then they also had Anne Heche was working on one. It's interesting.
Anne Heche, the human missile. Yeah, it's all not real, but anyways, go to the next tab.
Oh my God. I mean, God rest your soul.
Yeah.
Fact check. Was it real?
No, it's not real.
They weren't working on that.
No.
So you take it, the Rothschild website telling you that. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Reuters is not the Rothschild website.
It's totally owned by the Rothschilds.
You know what? Give me one more tab. Let's see if it's going to tickle either of our buttholes. And if not, let's just get out of here. All right. Let's get out of here.
What is it?
What's the second to last tab, Brian?
What is that?
At some bookstore.
It's just the same Telegram thing.
Oh, Telegram thing. Okay. Well, I think I think things went well today.
I think things went well.
I got a big win.
I think you should enjoy that win. You will be giving it back to me next week.
Nah, absolutely will not.
I'm going to be traveling with my kids. Wish me luck. It's the first time on a plane.
Get in the comments. Let us know. Do you think KFC is evil? Do you think dinosaurs were real? Do you believe in evolution?
Please include any links that you might have
Yep.
to that. All the bones, dinosaur bones in museums are actually plaster. Please send them.
Yeah. Rate the episode. Tell me I'm crushing my nuts.
Here's a final thing.
Yeah.
So Eddie Bravo sent me something.
Yeah.
Like I'm a follower of Jesus, right? I got Jesus in my heart.
Yeah.
You know, I love Jesus.
Jesus
But
was a great
There's
guy.
a real discussion is who is Lucifer? Because he's the bearer of the light. And then in Revelation, Jesus says, I'm Lucifer. It's a big discussion right now because they're trying to equate Lucifer and Satan, and I think they're not the same people. I am Lucifer. That's very weird because he supposedly kicks out. It's like a really weird thing. Yeah. It's really weird.
Well, we'll get into it next episode. Patreon, we broke down that. Yeah, I wanted to bring this up when we were talking about the Dovel Telegram guy. When you get sued by a federal government, your chances of winning that are next to none. You have zero chance,
Right.
maybe 0.5% chance. The only person of late who has beat like a major case against them is the dude who was off the coast of Sicily celebrating in his yacht.
Yeah.
And what happened to him? Water sonar weapon sucks it down into an underwater
Bro, I'm
tornado.
telling you this, dude.
Yeah.
This next gen technology that these governments have is straight sorcery.
Yeah.
I've been telling everybody this too.
Yeah.
They weather manipulation, dude.
Yeah.
We did a whole. If you guys ever could stomach listening to an episode of mine, go listen to this episode I did.
What are you
with
talking
Jim
about? Of
Lee
course we could.
and Topher Gardner? It is in 810 episodes. It stands out as probably a top 5 episode of all time. And they're like, everyone thinks they're using direct energy weapons. They don't need that. They're so far beyond that. And here we get to, bro, they manipulated the weather to suck this guy's yacht down into a hole.
Yeah. Yeah, 1,000,000%. What Halle Berry did in the first couple of X-Men is what our government can do now.
100%,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
It's Doctor Strange shit.
It's Doctor Strange shit. Last thing I wanted to do, we've got reviews. Reviews on Apple Podcasts helps the show immensely. If you're listening
We
on
should
Apple
read some of
Podcasts
the reviews once in a while.
or Spotify, leave 5 stars, kind words. I wanted to read a couple. This is from Spleen Bob, 5 stars. Ryan is mom.
Ryan is mom. Yay.
This is a great one from Irish Banger, 5 stars. Dylan's gay, but 5 stars. Obviously, Twizzlers are trash. Red Vines are superior.
I'll fight everybody.
Don't be gay, Dylan. Snatch is the only option. Gay boy. So, like, these are really great reviews, and we keep leaving them. We'll keep reading them. We really appreciate
We need
it.
to get a camera on Ryan.
We'll get a camera on
We
Ryan.
need to put the good angles on camera.
We love you guys.
Females need to
very, very much. Have a great have a great weekend. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.
Welcome to Deep Waters.
Where are you going right now?
So they crank the 5G up, and then we just all get shaken and baking microwave. I love it.
I didn't say that, you absolute moron.
There was no dinosaurs. Those were Nephilim giants from the Bible.
And Lucifer is in the Vatican?
Yes.
Oh, okay, got it.
I think space is probably like just a giant liquid. Build it up, seal the well. When it's about to collapse, release the gaze.
Are you going to get the jab?
Never. Conspiracy Social Club, aka Deep Waters.